Stephen and his team members got together. They spent time with other people who build the kinds of things that he built to try to begin to get a sense of how much is it going to cost him to run this business on a monthly basis. He's projecting he's going to have to do some initial advertising. He's going to get out flyers and other ways to get the word out on the street. But he's also believing that a lot of his business is going to come from internet sales and from word of mouth. So you'll see that there's not particularly high advertising cost. So he's projecting he's going to do an initial advertising campaign. He's going to blast some information out in January when the business launches. Then in June, which is kind of the heart of his sales season, he's going to get some more information sent out. And then in December, he's hoping to get some out because maybe people want to buy these for Christmas presents, right? So he wants to make sure, or holiday presents, he wants to make sure that it stays in people's memory so that he actually gets word out when they're spending their holiday dollars. And in the same way that all the other sections of the spreadsheets calculate, as you enter these figures across this line, you'll see the total number calculates automatically for you. So his projected expenses for advertising for 2019 are $300. He's going to be spending a little bit more on car delivery and travel expenses. So again, he's built these out across the year, and you can see where these also vary depending upon the amount that he's selling. So in the highest months, April through September, he also has highest delivery expenses and highest travel expenses. And his projected total for the year is $900. And you'll just see how it works for the rest of it. So he has some accounting and legal expenses that he's planning on paying at the beginning of the year. His insurance will be due once a year. He'll be paying $400 for that. He'll be renewing his business license annually, and that's $100. And then there's a line item for equipment repair and supplies. Some of this, as we said, a lot of this is just going to be guesswork, right? These are guesstimates, but they should be very, very educated guesses. So when he's looking at the equipment that he uses, the saws and the hammers, and the life of this kind of equipment and talking to other business owners, he's coming up with a figure that feels reasonable in terms of how much he can project to spend on the repairs and supplies every year. Once again, the information in this section that's highlighted in yellow is summarized or totaled, automatically calculated in the total expense line across the bottom. So you'll see $525 expected expenses in January. Higher months like May are going to be higher expenses, $550, $300 in June. And his total annual expenses for the year are $2,400. That's the projection. So when we get to Stephen's bottom line, which is the net profit, the way that we calculate this net profit, or the spreadsheets calculate it for you, is they subtract these total expenses from the gross profit line. So $7,570 in gross profit minus the $2,400 in projected expenses gives Stephen a walk-away year one net profit of $5,170. This is not bad for year one startup, but you're really going to need to look at the year two and year three to begin to get a sense of the growth trajectory, because the chances are good $5,170 is not going to be enough to help Stephen meet his personal needs and goals over the long haul. So they're great figures for year one, but it's really years two and years three that are going to show you where the rubber hits the road in terms of whether or not this business can financially self-sustain.